What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today we have the October 2025 Pensacola International Airport update for you all. I hope all of you are excited for this today. We have some really awesome movements going on. We've got some aircraft changes, some brand new Tiny Tugs ground service equipment, and so much more. So without any further delay, we're not going to waste any further time, everybody, and go ahead and get started. We're going to get a nice view over there at gate number 1 with this United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER coming in from Houston, George Bush Intercontinental. Really cool to see this aircraft continuing to be the preface of our mainline fleet here for United. Looking really nice. So definitely check out the link in the description for all of these amazing discount codes on amazing GSC. You see the Tiny Tugs belt loader right there. There's the beautiful lab truck back there as well, GPUs. So just the amount of variety is so cool. I'm really excited to add additional assets here and love mixing it all in. So, and huge shout out to Jet Set with Cones and Marshallers, and we'll have some more of their GSC coming up, Gemini GSC too. Got this PSA CRJ 900 for American Eagle coming in today from Washington National, 3 daily, continuing to be a pretty awesome service. So we love to see it. And American Airlines continuing to have quite the spoke here. Yeah, it is the spoke here at Pensacola. So definitely happy about that. It's looking nice. Next up, we have quite a bit going on here with this American Eagle Embraer 175. This is out to Miami today, and next month it'll be jumping up to 4 daily services. So Pensacola continuing to move forward with all these opportunities, which is awesome to watch. So very happy to see that, and definitely very happy in the way of progress. Next, we have this American Airlines Airbus A319 out to Charlotte today. Got quite a bit going on here with the GSC. Got the lav truck once again. Got the pushback tug, GPUs. So no shortage of action here with this A319. Very good looking aircraft. Really happy with the setup, and ultimately I think it is a really good plane. So looking quite nice, and we are just continuing to move and groove. And once again, this GSC just looks beautiful. Here is the Breeze Airways Airbus A220-300. This aircraft's currently coming in from Northwest Arkansas today. Really happy about this new route, and there have been a couple of Embraer 190s as well floating in here, so you'll see one here later in the video, but they're all off the schedule by this point for sure. So anyway, looking quite nice though, and overall just so much great GSC. We also got a ramp ready just in case we ever need it here, so we are definitely prepared here at the Pensacola International Airport, so that's awesome. Our next aircraft is this Southwest Boeing 737-800. This aircraft got a little catering truck action as well, and then AvGeek models. Can't forget about AvGeek models. Need to get more of their GSC, but we got their fuel truck in here for the moment, which is really cool. Anyway, this aircraft's out to Dallas Love Field and came in earlier from the likes of Kansas City, which is Saturdays and Sundays this month. Southwest will have quite an interesting variety on their services, but yeah, good news on Austin. That will be back to mainly daily beginning in March, so that'll be really cool. So very excited about that, returning to a more routine schedule for sure. Looking quite nice.
Wildcat Diecast has some of the best model aircraft deals out there. From great prices to all the brands to free shipping, Wildcat Diecast has you covered. This model aircraft retailer is a game changer and saves you money with every order. Save even more money with discount code CM Aviation for 10% off. Be sure to check out Wildcat Diecast and bring those amazing deals to your model aircraft collection today.
Here's the Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. This is the Gemini version, which it doesn't look too different from this angle, but anyway. Yeah, here's the other big aspect of this update is the gate changes that we're exhibiting. So here at gate number 8, Delta is currently overnighting planes over here. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm not surprised, but I also am wondering kind of why, because gate 4 is not being used. I don't know if gate 4 is under construction at the time of this video or what exactly is going on, but anyway, they've been down here at 8. So this was previously mainly American down here, but Delta snuck down here anyway. This aircraft's out to Atlanta today, of course. Delta doing really good with their services. A couple changes coming up, so we'll be ready to note those, but overall it's been really cool to see. And of course, I forgot a Delta 717 for the Detroit service, which has actually made it all the way through to November, early November. So definitely need to find 717 soon. But anyway, this is looking quite nice, the 737-900ER. Here's an American 737-800 over here at gate number 6. They've used this gate before, but it looks like they're really using it now on the overnight. So this is coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth International, which is currently been 737s, and you'll see more Airbuses as we move forward. But great to see the Boeings continuing to be strong. So not any A321s, unfortunately. I'm sorry, David. I know you would have appreciated that, but unfortunately it is the 737s and for his perspective, but for the overview of the airport, not bad. So we continue to move forward with the American Airlines progress here at the airport. And also shout out to Jet Set, some of their GC getting in now with the belt loaders. And this view features the Bombardier CRJ-900 for Delta connection. This aircraft's making the flight today out to New York LaGuardia, which continues to be strong. So this is very pivotal to have the New York connection, and really glad to see Delta doing good here. So really happy to feature that. And then lastly here at the gates, gate number 2. So gate number 4 is not being used as far as I can tell right now, but I did want to put an aircraft there kind of to make that obvious note, since Delta normally wouldn't park 3 planes here, but just kind of wanted to feature it up. We have this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800. This is the other overnight from Atlantis. They're currently overnighting at 2 and 8, which is pretty interesting. So this is the earlier arrival this month, so looking quite nice. And certainly happy to get to feature this Delta 737-800 here. So overall looking quite strong. So looking good with those aircraft. We have quite a bit of taxiing action here, so I don't want to waste too much time because we definitely need to cover it. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's the United Boeing 737-800 from Chicago O'Hare. We'll see some variety on this, but some of the small hub routes are getting some 175s coming up, so definitely want to enjoy the main lines. This one particularly will go to 175 in December, so a little bit of a bummer, but you know, there's been some movement, and that movement results in some of the small hub airports getting some regionals. It happens every year. It's just different ones every year, it seems. Next, we have this Breeze Airways Embraer 190, as I hinted at earlier. This is going to do our Tampa flight today. So really happy to see the Tampa service continuing to be a very high performer 4 times a week. So, and this might be the last time we get the Embraer 190 in here. So long live to the E190 for Breeze. A really cool aircraft, and really happy to feature it so many different times. So what a great plane. And yeah, very happy that I got that model, and it kicked off the Breeze era very well.
Tiny Tug Designs has some incredible model aircraft ground service equipment. From tugs, the GPUs, the low-cost ramps, Tiny Tugs has you covered. This ground service equipment is game-changing and takes your model airport to the next level. Use the discount code CMAviation for 10% off your order. Be sure to check out Tiny Tug Designs and take your airports truly to a new level of realism.
Next, we have this United Airlines Airbus A319 out to Denver. This will operate as a 319 today, which is great. So I'm very happy to see all the capacity for a big fall month. And then in November, it'll be an Embraer 175 again. And then in December, it will go away. So hopefully it will be back by March. That would be my anticipation. But, you know, that was kind of the first problem with this route to begin with, is I think it's a little much during the, seems to be a little much, here's maybe would be a better word, in the winter months. So it'll be interesting to see what United does here as we continue to move forward. We have a Dia C-130 currently taxiing around, getting some, you know, of the necessary active action going on, and this will be heading over just a short flight up to Destin, Fort Wadden actually, so stay tuned for that update. It might be featured in there, we'll see. Next, we have Spirit Airlines. They are really struggling, unfortunately, but the good news is Pensacola is still on the right side of it. So we have our Orlando and Fort Lauderdale flights going strong. So this is coming in from Orlando today, heading out to Fort Lauderdale. And the service to Fort Lauderdale has actually been the A321neo pretty often. So definitely we'll feature that next time around, so stay tuned. Let's go ahead and jump over to our American Airlines A319 from Philadelphia. So Philadelphia got the 319 back this month, just like last October, so that was cool. And unfortunately, this will go bye-bye at least for the immediate future after this update. Hopefully, we'll get it back maybe once again by March or May, definitely possible here on the Philadelphia service. So we'll see, but American's been very inconsistent on some of these services, Chicago as well. So we are just doing the best that we can. And in fact, I'm gonna have to cut this because I missed the 717. I think I missed an American flight to Chicago too, so I will do that as soon as I get these next aircraft. We got the Southwest 737-700. This aircraft's currently making a nonstop flight today, coming in from Houston Hobby, and now it's gonna be heading out to Nashville. 1 and 3 daily respectively, so a pretty good showing there, not bad at all. And then we got the Frontier Airbus A321neo, America's greenest airline, coming in from Denver. So Denver, no matter what Frontier attempts to start here, Denver continues to be the stronghold. So very happy about that, operating like 4 times a week. So not bad, not bad, not bad. We got Cessna 208. This aircraft's going to be heading out to Long Beach today with a stop in Albuquerque and El Paso. So making quite the jaunt there. And then welcome to the new Hangar FBO. Huge shout out, Geek Models. Check them out, link in the description. CM Aviation once again. Just super happy with this. I thought this was a really good combo in this particular spot. I love the FBO. We've really needed one that size right there, so that turned out great. And then the Hangar also really fitting in there well. And then in the future, you'll see more UPS action over here because they actually have a UPS hangar at the great airport of Pensacola that actually features UPS aircraft, which is really cool. So you'll see more of that soon. But anyway, we have this Gulfstream G650ER. Geek Models just continuing to do what they do best. This aircraft's heading over to Boston Logan today. Came in earlier from Tallahassee, so a very short flight there. And we have a Cessna Citation. This is just getting pulled out of the hangar, and this is going to be making a flight. Oh, somebody just used my Tarmac Designs a coupon right there, so I might as well shout that out since I just got an email. So it doesn't happen by mistake, right? So definitely check out Tarmac Designs, link in the description, UCM Aviation as well. So I'll be sure to tell you all what that is here in a moment, but huge shout out to that person. And in the Cessna Citation's rolling out, and it's going to be heading over to Flagstaff, Arizona today. Looking very nice. And lastly, before I get the other two aircraft, we have this UPS Airbus A300 heading to Albany, Georgia, looking really nice. And I also want to shout out the great Jetset GSE on this side of the aircraft. So looking very good. So GSE, GSE, GSE. It seems like Pensacola always gets the new GSE first. Very happy to feature it here. So let me go ahead and get what we need in here, and I'll tell you all what's going on next.